With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a... bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He may try and run for this. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Joe Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Punter Sterling Hofrichter out now on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To the air again. Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. They'll run with Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On first down, Mixon. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Mixon with a first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out, and the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff. They'll roll him out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st down, Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Room here to run.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they... And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Going right back to Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have kept it on the ground.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Second and 3. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Rams have got it back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Goff. And incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They are going for it. Goff. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Mixon. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's able to find Diggs. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Goff on 1st down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Deebo Samuel. 56 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield.
Yeah, it's on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Goff now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 10 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Defensively with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down with Akers. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the fourth quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, here's Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.